2. Last time we finished recruiting Morden, and we also visited the last site of the SSV Normandy. Today, we're gonna do something. I don't know what, but we're gonna do. Oh, wait, no. That is a lie. I know what we're gonna do. First, let's check our email. Things are quiet again, from Omega Clinic Desk. Commander, I wanted to thank you again for saving me from those Batarians. I thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger and fear at Dr. Solis' clinic. I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead. Thank you. The clinic is doing well. You got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice. Thanks, Daniel. Normandy crash site data received from Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard. The Alliance is grateful to receive the information you found at Normandy's crash site, and we sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. So if you remember last time, or a couple of videos ago, we picked up Kasumi Goto and Zaid Vasani. Kasumi Goto wants us to pull off a little heist. In fact, we have some codex entries to that effect, and I'll go over them now because yes, we are going through that. Master Thief, Kasumi Secrets. So we are going to the planet Beckenstein. More glittering than diamonds, more expensive than surgery, is how travel agents describe this planet behind closed doors. Given the opportunity to colonize planets after the First Contact War, the Systems Alliance chose Beckenstein to be their trading arm, producing goods to be sold on the nearby Citadel. Cracking the vast galactic marketplace proved difficult. The first human products sold on novelty alone, then lack of demand hit Beckenstein's economy hard. Only in the second generation of colonists did the planet find a sustainable niche in high-quality entertainment and luxury goods. Once brand awareness sunk in, aliens flocked to Beckenstein's many spaceports. The planet today boasts more millionaires and billionaires per capita than any other human colony. Though its crime tends to be white-collar and non-violent, Beckenstein is not without its dark side. Both its suicide rate and inflation are extremely high compared to other worlds. Unemployment is artificially low because few people immigrate to the expensive planet without having a job lined up, and the cost of living is so great that unemployed workers typically leave for kinder planets after just a few months. Those who stay see themselves as tougher, sharper, and more skillful than the rest, as well as capable of getting respect and employment on any lesser planet. As a popular song says, if you can't make it on the beck, you got it by the neck. Gray boxes. A mnemonic neural recall stimulator, also known as a gray box, is a device implanted in the brain to assist in prioritized memory. Originally developed to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease, gray boxes function by helping the amygdala chunk incoming stimuli into recognizable pieces for memory consolidation. Each memory is assigned a shape or sensation from other memories, tying the concepts together into a block that is more easily recalled. When Synthetic Insights first released them onto the market in 2140, gray boxes were hailed as a way humans could level the playing field between themselves and the Solarians, whose natural eidetic memories gave them an advantage. However, because the implant procedure of a gray box requires the brain to irreversibly shift its workload over to the machine, software bugs or attentive removal of the gray box for maintenance purposes could lead to incapacitating brain damage. For this reason, gray boxes soon became used only by those with a dire need for photographic memories, such as researchers and spies. In 2175, sale and implementation of gray boxes were outlawed by the Systems Alliance following an incident with Abraham Moy, an employee of the Alliance Intelligence Agency. Moy was believed to be a professional conman and thief named Keiji Okuda, who accessed and sold classified data. However, prosecuting attorneys were unable to use his assisted memories as evidence due to the Alliance court system's prohibitions against self-incrimination, based on the Fifth Amendment of the old U.S. Constitution. Moy soon disappeared off the map, following his trail. following his trial, further heightening suspicions that he was Okuda and living off ill-gotten gains. When found outside a human head, gray boxes are usually accessed with a specialized reader. A separate decryption key is almost always required, as users with data sensitive enough to require a gray box invariably install their own encryption. So that was what we were going to retrieve. The gray box of Kasumi's partner.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
What do you hear?
I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. People think he's a bad cook on purpose, like he's trying to teach them a lesson. I think his ramen is okay, but it's really hard to ruin ramen.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
She will, actually. And you can ask her about any of these.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
I can imagine.
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
The bust of, I'm trying to read this here, Rakesh Rangan, I think. Someone with Zoom technology, you can take a look at that and tell me what that says. I'd appreciate it.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Said Basani has similar dialogue with objects around his little area, but we're going to talk to him later as his quest becomes a little more relevant.
That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how Keiji and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Some kind of massage chair, perhaps? Anyway, time to get drunk. Purple stuff. I believe we actually have some stuff to hand in. So we did get that Cirrus Ice Brandy and those ingredients for Mess Sergeant Gardner. So let's give him those. We can reminisce about the good times with Dr. Jacques at a later date.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but
What?
they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
What was that last part? Right, Shepard, I don't think you should eat anything he offers you anymore. Oh, and we should probably talk to our squad mates for their upgrades as well.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Maybe see if Miranda has anything else to say.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
How bad were the terms you and your father parted on?
Shots were fired.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Well, keeping in mind, Miranda, that you're not your father's clone.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander. Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
And I don't quite remember what it is she offers you here. I think it's... the Advanced Mineral Scanner. The Android Group's proprietary Argus plan scan technology has been integrated into the ship's systems. This will greatly speed up the plan scanning process. Yeah, sure, why not? We're going to be doing quite a bit of that.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
So let's take a look at that plan scanner in more detail. The Argus provides a qualitative leap in the planetary surface imaging, a proprietary technology of the Android Group, an RRD laboratory reportedly owned by Cerberus. This upgrade for Normandy's sensory array delivers superior long-range topographical scanning, resolution, and rendering speed. By deploying an orbital multi-static grid of 100 radar-emitting microsatellites, the Argus quickly delivers a global digital elevation model at 15 meters per pixel resolution, vastly outclassing Normandy's previous scanner peak performance of 27 mmp. Such imaging quality provides superior defensive intelligence and at a speed warranted by the dangers of combat. At slower scanning and rendering speed, the Argus can resolve down to an astonishing .001 MPP, 1 millimeter per pixel, ideal for geological and biological prospecting, archaeological research, and long-term security surveillance. By employing such a massive multi-static grid of nearly untraceable microemitters, the resilient Argus is virtually invulnerable to electronic countermeasures. The spherical geometry of the Argus grid also allows superior cross-sectioning of targets. Now these upgrades do carry over into Mass Effect 3, so I always get all of them whenever I can. So we don't get upgrades from Zaid or Kasumi since they are DLC characters, and I believe we already got Morden's Omni tool for him. Let's actually see if we can get to know Morden a bit more.
Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Sorry, I've done what I can, focusing on studying collector tech now.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course, Plague on Omega dealt with plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup, missed working for operations with a budget, AI in particular, very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Interesting. And what about your assistant?
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well, safe and secure, neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs, noisy. Never used them in STG.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive.
Yep.
Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain.
very
Bit
spiky.
of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
None taken.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me. Shepard,
Have you
how
got
can
a
I help?
minute to talk?
Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially intelligent virus. Unless it's very intelligent. And toying with me. Tests. Anything else?
Have you got a minute
Not
to
now.
talk?
Anything else?
He has
I'll let you-
funnier
We'll be here if you need.
dialogue for that later. And one more person to talk to.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Let's just talk for a bit. Unofficial. You and me.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
And that is the Mass Effect Galaxy game.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you
Seriously?
didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
Well, wonder if they'll be paid. I wonder if they owe Shepard any royalties.
You liked what you saw, Mr. Taylor?
I meant that you were an example of what we can do, Shepard. Commander. I don't want this to get weird. I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
All right, Jacob. Back to your duties.
Commander? Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
I believe. Yep, the Solaris armory. The Sorry-made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if it's hit by a blast powerful enough to penetrate its shields. We are definitely getting that immediately. As before, let's take a look at that in greater detail.
Asari-made Solaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super-dense layers able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction has become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Solaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shockwaves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Solaris armor gives it its sparkle. In fact, atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the superhot forging process give the armor its metallic gray or yellow sheen.
And you can kind of see the Normandy looks a little gold in this shot, and that's the effect of the Solaris armory. Actually, slight spoiler for Mass Effect 3, but Cerberus does eventually develop rail guns with the express purpose of penetrating Solaris armory. Alright, dallied around long enough. Onward to Bekenstein. Actually, I believe
Only half our fuel remains.
we should keep exploring a bit. So we can always use some more resources.
Probe launched.
There might be some anomalies for us to find. I want to scan this entire system, but I'll do them piecemeal as they become.
I have detected an anomaly.
An anomaly on Lorik, huh? Interesting.
Launching probe.
No children born on Koror since the infamous pirate raid of 2047 when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Wow. That planet is cursed. We'll come back for that anomaly later, actually. That's actually attached to a quest the Elusive Man gives you, and I don't want to break the flow of that just yet. Find it odd that
Launching probe.
all these planets with rich resources are within flying distance of Omega, and yet
Probe away.
Arya hasn't seen fit to strip mine these planets for the resources.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Okay, I think I have enough platinum for a while. I'm just gonna pop into the other planets real quick just to get my percentage rating up to 100. I do like having a 100% explored galaxy map. Actually, before we help Kasumi, there's one other mission chain that I want to start before I forget that it exists. Because all missions you do give out experience, and you know me. Every little bit helps, especially on Insanity. I'll finish exploring the system once we come back here to help Zaid. For right now,
Probe launched.
I'm just not gonna bother scanning the gas giants. They don't really give you all that much anyway. I think I might have said that before. God, I'm repeating myself. Help me. Ah, so this planet has a bit of a population.
Probe launched.
Sorry, Joe, but your planet, Platinum, is
Probe
now
launched.
mine. You too, Bob.
Launching probe.
And you, Phil.
Probe launched.
What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, primarily I am trying to find planets with some Ezo
Launching
deposits. Since Ezo is the hardest resource to actually come by.
Probe launched.
Launching probe.
And it fuels all of my biotic and tech upgrades. Ooh, that's good.
Probe away.
Alright.
I have detected an anomaly.
Alright, Project Firewalker.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. I have found something.
Scans have located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle and can also show active data storage sites that may contain information as to the whereabouts of Doctors Casey and Aloy. Got it. Both Kasumi and Zaid offer their own bonus powers in the form of grenades, which are okay. I don't use them very much, and in fact, I made it a point to not pick them up myself. But I'm gonna see what kind of upgrades I can give Shadow Strike off the bat. That'll do. Actually. Just because I think my overload is more powerful and I care more about having her do Shadow Strike really well. Let's see, Morden. I'll just auto level. Yeah, that's fine. I should really stop spreading my powers out so thinly. It's just gonna kick me in the butt one of these days. What is the M58 buck anyway? I'm gonna check that one out. A pistol equipped with shotgun ammo, effective against unprotected targets. Today, good shotguns are expensive. What can you do if you don't have money? This weapon made from pieces of scrap requires little time, knowledge, and materials, keeping the cost very low. The weapon fires buckshot shells, inflicting very high damage at short range. Inconveniently, however, the pistol barrel isn't perfectly adapted for 40mm rounds, and at every shot, the weapon damages itself. Very high chance of stunning the enemy on hit. Not something I'm gonna keep long term, but I might test it out. Oof. This does not look safe.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the gap far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Okay, so it fires all of its ammo at once. That's interesting. I'm probably gonna stick to the phalanx. That was embarrassing. Here's the M44 Hammerhead, our vehicle for the game.
Primary systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
Yeah, I'll hear what you have to say in a minute. The M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle is a highly maneuverable Mass Effect assisted armored vehicle. Using 3 solid fuel rocket thrusters instead of wheels, the Hammerhead hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 kilometers per hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armored units. Skim across calm water and evenly terrain obstacles. Backup microboosters guarantee locomotions, even destruction of 2 main thrusters leave the vehicle capable of full mobility. The Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles: an airtight interior, 360-degree kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system, ensuring accuracy during even aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, chaff, active thermal masking, and ground-penetrating weapon-sniffing radar. The Hammerhead's navigation control emulates that of tanks, so tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional training. Factory-issue Hammerheads therefore have no altimeter or similar sensors and are best used at standard cruising altitude, 2 meters off the ground. So we found the Hammerhead, now we just have to search for data.
Mission objectives located. Acquired. Caution, guided missile system active.
What do you mean, caution?
I'd like a closer look at that.
Alright, silly.
Path is now clear.
What the hell is up with my crosshair? Usually the crosshair is supposed to be a dead center. Side missions and loyalty missions, just to keep the flow of the game interesting. Keeping in mind I don't have any mods that add additional missions, not like Mass Effect 3. I'm probably not going to finish the trilogy before the remaster comes out, but that's okay, I'm going to continue with this anyway. Once I start something like this, you're damn right I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna suddenly switch over to the Legendary Edition at the last minute. That would be crazy. Alright, how do I get up there? Okay, this is where I came in. That's where I need to go. Come on. I guess. Can't. I can kind of cheat the system. A bit. Emphasis on a bit. Oh, I see. This way. sure we have a follow-up for that.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
You're not dead. From Emily Wong. You're alive. How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years but didn't offer an exclusive interview to your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up for air and are ready to talk, let me know. Emily Wong. Prototype recovered. From Project Firewalker. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rossely's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Casey and Dr. Aloy investigated. Edie has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them will lead you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Casey's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Geth are tracking Dr. Casey, so be careful. Alright, now it's time to go on that heist.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
As per my usual, I'm going to just click on the planets.
Probe launched.
Looks like Bekenstein's been actually mining these planets. Good to know. Alright. You all know why we're here. Time to help out Kasumi.
Looking good, Miss Allison Gunn. Hawk won't be able to keep his eyes off you.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Plus, Allison Gunn is close enough to your real name, Melissa, that it shouldn't draw too much suspicion. Then again, Allison, Melissa, whatever.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Sense the little venom there, Kasumi.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
If you say so.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box.
It's that
and
simple.
I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous.
Hello,
I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
And yes, the Shepard heist. And yeah, this is not gonna go as simply as you're saying, Kazumi.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to all the time we spent together. Wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole. KG never told me what it was, but the information got him killed.
So Nazu, how have you been? And yeah, I know what that secret is. And I think you remember what that is too.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Ms. Gunn.
Hold a moment, ma'am. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Huck. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Allison Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Ms. Gunn. You were invited after all, but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside. Simple as that.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Hopefully by doing Morden's mission before this, I'll have avoided the Kasumi's loyalty mission bug where it hard locks your game after completing it.
How did you ever contain that situation on the Olive?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
You know, in my mind, I always thought that Donovan Hawk was trying to lead his own little Lucian alliance here, but I think Arya has that covered. And there's no way he would dare go against Arya.
He's gone.
We need to case the vault, Gun. You can chat up Hawk later.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking, at best.
Yeah, Shepard can't be alive, but why would you think that? Make a note to come back later with a weapon and correct these guys. Alright, but I don't know, would Hawk... I mean, having the necessary resources to take on Arya is one thing, but would he risk her wrath if it failed?
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
He's making it too expensive to do business on Omega. Though I hear some mercs are coming together to deal with it.
That could be an interesting lead to follow up on. Wonder who Archangel is. Wink, wink.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
Saren.
Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a Vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to.
Oh, I do.
We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. Keiji could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Who might have slipped that the mercs were going after Archangel? Elusive Man or Hawk? I don't think the Elusive Man would care what some mercenary was up to unless he was trying to test Archangel's capabilities.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor
yeah,
here.
that makes sense.
I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
I already know where the where it is, so I don't need to follow the wiring. So I'm gonna be a complete show-off and just go right to it.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Indeed. Next, we need to get a sample of Hawk's DNA. Actually, first, let's get the voice sample.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready.
Elusive Man slit the shepherd alive thing. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably how Anderson first heard of it as well.
After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you.
Oh, now you'll shake
That
her
scene at
hand.
the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the
Thank you,
galaxy
Nasa.
is
I really
fragile.
appreciate that.
They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
Arya might have the equivalent of the Aleutian Alliance, but Donovan Hawk is this universe's Natan, definitely.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Alright. Actually, I'll take care of Hawk's DNA last, just because that one's gonna probably arouse the most
That
suspicion
door goes
here.
to a security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go.
We want to minimize all suspicion.
Ready when you are.
Alright. Oh, before I do that, get a quick save. So if you don't know, I have decided to, I decided that my sanity has checked out. That should give you a hint of what difficulty I'm on right now.
Take him down.
Oh, my free.
Oh, you piece of shit. Look at me, I'm a Eclipse Guard. I can reactivate my shield whenever I want. Yeah.
Grabbing cover.
Fuck. Krogan anime. Balls of Steel. Yes, so not only am I playing this on Insanity, I'm playing this with the Advanced Enemy Factions mod. It changes how enemies work, and it gives them the extra shield and armor protection regardless of the difficulty you're playing on, and they use their powers a lot more, and additional powers like I think the biotic enemies use throw in addition to warp now, and then the Krogan definitely make more use of carnage. Nance, I have that problem too. So many passwords around here, can't keep them straight. The password for tonight is Perusia, so it's not even that easy to remember. It's no big deal. That voice scanner means the password's only useful to Hawk anyway. What, does he change his password every night?
Something? The password is Perusia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
In addition to the Advanced Enemy Factions mod, I'm running with 2 additional mods. The ME2 Recalibrated, which allows Samar and Thane to be recruited early, among other things. The Arrival DLC is hard-locked to the end of the game, which is where it should be in the first place. This happened. Okay. Right. I don't understand how this game glitches out half the time that it does. But we lost like no progress, and let's see what else. A mod that just adds a few extra weapons to the game, most of which are from Mass Effect 3. So it kind of adds this nice little...
Santiago took over that refinery on Zoria.
He's such a shrewd businessman. The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
Kind of like closing the continuity gap between games by that much, just by having some of the weapons from ME3 in here. That being said, the N7 Hurricane in here is objectively worse than the N7 Hurricane in Mass Effect 3. Just because it fires like the Avenger with the accuracy of a hopped up squirrel.
He's gone.
Oh right, I already talked to you. Right, now to get that DNA sample. Sneaky approach, right?
I hear Mr. Huck's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
Really? What's this? No way we can sneak out of the party. The place is locked down tight and Security Chief Rose in charge. No way Rose would let that get past her. Rather stand around board on guard duty than risk her wrath.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. I'm sure this information will come in handy.
Possibly. See, I could sneak into her I could sneak into Hawk's quarters. Or I could try to talk to the guard. Problem is, if I talk to the guard and I don't convince him to let me in, he'll be suspicious. On the other hand... fuck it. Okay, let's see. Shadow Strike. Actually, no. Shadow Strike that guy. And then I will...
You see that?
Okay.
Let's kick some ass!
Why are they screaming? Okay, it was funny at first, now it's just sad. Stop screaming.
I see them!
Okay, hold on a minute. Kasumi, do it again.
On my screen.
Oh, that works. I'm gonna be... Oh. You...
Shields!
Punch. Punch, 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 punch. The pain in those screams is real. Yeah.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
You got it. There is actually an alarm clock that you can trigger for shits and giggles, but I'm not going to do that on the same.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Okay, Jack O'Neill.
Found a sample?
No, credit shit.
It's a plant, Carter.
No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough.
Was I? While we're here, let's help ourselves to some sweet loot. So we don't fuck up. Okay. That.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
No DNA, but... Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
We'll have to use that to our advantage. Located decryption project update. Little progress to report. We have now completed dictionary attacks using words and phrases from 4,800 galactic languages. Research into the Akuda family has not produced any matches. It is unlikely that a random brute force approach will produce a result within our lifetimes. The strongest non-AES 256-bit encryption ever. Given the nature of the gray box technology, it's possible that the decryption key may not be a password at all. It could be a memory, an emotion, even a smell. The permutations could be infinite. I suggest that we begin investigating alternative methods for breaking through the security on the box.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking.
Kinda sounds like, if you've ever read Artemis Fowl, especially specifically Book 3, he comes up with something called an Eternity Code, which encrypts things in a similar manner. So in theory, you could spend forever trying to decrypt it, and it wouldn't work.
Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Alright, yep. Quick and quiet.
Someone got through on the balcony.
How the hell did they do that?
I don't know. Jumped down, shut the guards, broke the window.
You didn't hear someone breaking a window? No gunshots?
I can't hear anything with the music in there.
Son of a bitch.
Gotcha. Can't do it.
Oh, come on. You don't have to be in his line of sight. I guess breaking the window wasn't the most
Now
stealthy
you see me.
option after all.
Here they come. Can't get there.
You!
My shields are down.
Any more out there?
Yeah, ignore the dead bodies, everybody. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. And ignore the blood on my dress. That's fine. It's not even blood, it's ketchup.
Hawk throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
That's clearly Jennifer Hale voicing that. Sorry.
That got it. The barrier's down.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
Alright. Switch it over to phalanx. And the submachine gun's not going to matter in a few moments, but as far as this is concerned, I'm going to switch from the Black Storm Singularity Projector to the Arc Projector. It's because we're facing a ton of enemies with shields. See, the M5 Buck is... it's basically a shotgun held together with duct tape and spit. Instead, I'm giving you the Cortifix. Let's do this.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far.
There's actually a ton of stuff to find here.
Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
Not intact. Not intact. We would be bringing it onto the Normandy in several pieces, and we would probably never be able to get them together. I am sorry to say. I'd like to know how he got his hands on it, though.
Ugh. Arachnite Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone.
I guess.
Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that.
Someone likes Krogan.
This is nice. Oddly relaxing.
Indeed.
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Palaven. For good reason, I say.
It's a quotation mark, Carter. I think I've seen this somewhere before.
Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley. Wow. Imagine imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
Yeah. Fought enough of them to know. For those of you who don't know what this is, go play Dragon Age. It's great.
A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it.
Yes.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk!
Gotta love that Planet of the Apes reference.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Just make sure there aren't any canopic jars, and if there are, make sure they're sealed. And if they contain any sort of life form, and if it looks anything vaguely like a snake, throw it away. Just throw it away or light it on fire or something.
Creepy.
It's not a Prothean, that's an Innocentin, but okay.
This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone?
This most likely predates the fall of Rannoch.
That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though.
A replicator?
I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
We do have two Codex entries, one for Lady Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was the target of several terrorist attacks over its 210-year lifetime, but in 2096, a motley group called Freedom's First finally brought the statue down, protesting the induction of Canada and Mexico into the United North American States. The New York chapter of Freedom's Fist wanted a symbol that they would secede from this new union if necessary. In the early morning hours of November 1st, they smuggled small arms and 15.5 tons of high explosives onto Liberty Island. Shooting or capturing the guards, they planted the explosives under the pedestal and detonated them at 7:37 a.m. The statue crashed into the ground in pieces, unexpectedly killing 4 of the Freedom First terrorists. The remaining team members were apprehended after long manhunts, but the damage was done. The outrage at the secessionists kindled the fires of the Second American Civil War. On November 4th, President Caitlin Chung signed an executive order to rebuild the statue. Approximately 1/10 of the steel beams and copper plating from the destroyed statue was recovered and used in creating the new one. The original's head was put on display at the National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. It remained there for 2 years until the Battle of Washington. During heavy shelling by secessionist forces, the head disappeared. The new statue was completed in 2101, and the fate of the original pieces was left for speculation and pulp novels. Interest flared up briefly in 2159 when photos surfaced of the head in the cargo hold of a starfreighter, but by that time human media were far more concerned with the future. In the face of humanity spreading out amongst thousands of new planets, a statue titled Liberty Enlightening the World seemed small and quaint by comparison. That must be when the original head was stolen. I hope you don't mind that I'm going to the Codex entries, by the way. Before we pick up the Grey Box, which is right here, there's something else of worth.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrow these.
Oh, what's this?
The gun that killed 2 presidents is the infamous legacy of the Casa Fabrications Model 12 Locust. Originally created for the Systems Alliance, who wanted a lightweight weapon for high-gravity worlds, the Locust was designed to overcome the limitations of traditional submachine guns at long range. With bullet velocity of modern weapons already pushed to the limit, the Locust designers sought a way to improve accuracy through reducing weapon kick. They created an internal floating bed that absorbs the gun's recoil with minimal jarring of the gun's frame itself. The barrel, magazine, chamber, and operating mechanism all move within this bed, which absorbs shock with springs and buffers. This creates a platform stable enough that the Locust can use auto-targeting software, usually reserved for match-grade weapons. The Locust's lethality on shielded targets has been amply demonstrated. In 2176, a Virginian patent clerk named Michael Moser Lang brought a Locust concealed in a shoulder-mounted video camera to a photo opportunity between Enrique Aguilar, President of the United North American States, and Chinese People's Federation Premier Ying Zhang. At a distance of about 25 meters, Lang pierced the kinetic barriers covering the stage with the first burst, and when Zhang heroically tackled Aguilar to remove him from the line of fire, Lang's succeeding bursts went through the Premier's body and fatally wounded both men. Donovan Hawk's collection contains 2 antique ivory-handled Locusts, modified to take thermal clips. A detachable data drive rests in the lining of the box, containing OmniTool specifications for fabricating copies. A quick trip to the extranet reveals one of the weapons has the same serial number as Lang's original. If it's a fake, it's extremely well made. So I just picked up a gun that killed 2 presidents. Wonderful.
Oh my god. There it is.
Verification reader, probably. Or she's downloading the data.
Don't bother, Miss Goldor. It's code locked.
Pay no attention to
I had a feeling that was
criminal
you at the
mastermind
door.
behind the curtain.
I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills
looks
are
pretty
impressive.
valuable.
You got into my
Be a
vault
shame
like
if
I've left it
anything were
open,
to,
but you're still
happen
going to
to
die.
it.
Screaming.
Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Kill them!
You are welcome to try.
Here they come.
Actually,
Now you see me. Can't do that right now.
Lost shields.
my shields just not die every time I leave cover. That would be great.
Going dark.
Thought Sentinels weren't supposed to be squishy. Obviously, it's going to take more than one arc projector blast to even the odds. However, as long as they're bunched up coming through the door like that, it is something I will still do.
Here they come. Going dark.
Maybe one more time for good measure.
Light him up.
shields!
Okay,
Going dark.
Chief Rogue. Okay, I'm not gonna use this.
Light 'em up.
It's gonna be a waste.
Let's do it.
Now you see me.
Burn, bitch!
Ha! Shot in the leg. Okay.
Burn the bastard!
Provoking. There they are.
Burn the bastards!
Going dark.
Got no shield!
Are you fucking kidding me?
There.
This lady. This lady right here. Alright, you know what?
Deploy combat drone! Burn, bitch!
This'll kick their asses.
Combat drone, deploy up!
Ow. Fuck you.
Going silent.
Yeah,
Check
Sammy,
your
please
screen.
finish her off. Or I got her.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
As much as I like the phalanx, I'm gonna switch back to the Carnifex. Everything else is fine. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
I see them.
When I get back on some Normandy, I'm switching my bonus power from Reed to one of the ammo types. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nice one, Kasumi. Kasumi, stay there. And Hero's helping it with explode.
other way.
The more I think about it, the more I realize that insanity might be better for New Game Plus. And yes, Tatsu, I love it when she goes, ha ha. I think that's a Simpsons reference. Definitely gonna go for one of the ammo powers when this is over. Either warp shredder or armor piercing. I'm thinking either shredder ammo or warp ammo. Shredder ammo. You can get warp ammo in Mass Effect 3.
Let's kick.
Going dark. Can't do that right now. Than that to blow those.
Okay. I feel like I should swallow my pride and lower the difficulty a bit, but I don't know. I'll give it one more shot.
There they are! I see them!
Sorry if this is like boring / frustrating to anybody. I've never played on Insanity before, and you know, playing on Insanity in a new game probably wasn't my best decision.
Kill Allison.
Insanity is no fucking joke.
Kill Allison, gun. Bring the other girls down.
prioritizing your targets. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay.
Overloading. Eat it.
Don't fight me, Kasumi. You know what happened to your boy Doi when he fought back.
Like that. Phone silent. Contact.
Oh. So you can't attack with that.
How'd you like that? Can't do that right now. Now you see me. You're dead. Going dark. Deploying warfield. There they are. Taking fire.
Okay. Quick saving there. Like I do after every encounter. God, please kill me. Okay, don't.
I can use this.
Attack damage, perfect. Need more of that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching this stream or not, due to my poor playing skills, the next... We are close to the end. Next, we shall face Dr.
Keep them
Hawk
busy.
himself.
I'll take care of this myself.
Hopefully. Definitely.
Here they come. They're cloaked.
Oh no.
You got no shields.
They're cloaked. Weakening their integrity. They're cloaked. Deploying warfield. They're cloaked.
Okay, I think that pretty much is going to kill the insanity run if I die here again.
See that?
And I know if I do that, it's going to be a gravestone mark. Here lies the rest of the house's dignity. But in my defense, I found insanity is fucking stupid.
I'll tear you apart. They're cloaked. Now you see me. Why the fuck?
goddamn barrier after a second after I break down.
Going dark.
Taking heavy fire!
They're close.
Yes.
Here they come. They're close. They're close.
Fuck it. Okay, the insanity run is dead. I don't know, what do you think, Nazu? Should I kill the insanity run, or should I give this one more try? Is one of them a sniper?
Down. You're dead. They're close. They're close.
Up to me. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more honest try.
Hostile contact.
They're close. Going silent. They're close. Tear you apart.
Yeah, okay, the insanity run is dead for real. I'll play on Insanity on my own time. What's also causing this is the mod itself. The advanced enemy factions changes the way the AI behaves, in addition to the layers of difficulty added on by whatever pick. I think it's doable on this, if not on
They're close.
be a real problem. Yeah, okay, I'm just... Fuck it, I'm doing this.
My shields are down.
I've already made Mass Effect 2 for a slightly better challenge. Especially given that this mod seems to knock the difficulty up a notch regardless.
They're close. I'll take I'll tear you apart. You're dead. Have you been drinking?
Have I been drinking? No. God.
Shields have failed.
Can the powers just not fail on every single service ever, please?
They're close.
I love this game, but also I want it to die. Jeez.
They're close.
Eclipse forever!
God, I just want to lobotomize the AI now.
Taking cover!
They're close.
Jeez.
Taking heavy fire. You're toast.
God, finally. Yeah, the insanity run is dead. I don't care. Fuck it. I can't. I fucking can't. God, that was harrowing. That was unbelievable. That was stupid. Oh my... Why did I decide to play it on Insanity from New Game and not New Game Plus? Especially when I modded the game to be even more difficult. What was I thinking? Sorry for all of you who are disappointed, but... I'd rather keep my sanity. Ah. I just realized the pun I made. I'll play Insanity on my own time on New Game Plus. Maybe not with Alyssa Shepard, but definitely with a different Shepard who can reliably deal a little more damage than Sentinel can at the moment with only access to the Casa Locust. Still have so balls. How so? I chickened out, man. I chickened out.
Incoming. Get down.
Could have done this the easy way, Gold.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Up ahead.
Oh god. I completely forgot what I'm supposed to do here. I know that there's a cutscene that plays where Kasumi takes the shields down permanently, but I don't remember what triggers it.
coming from the front. Lost shield.
Weapons are offline.
What killed me?
Up ahead. Look straight ahead.
Just use the sonic battle. Hit him. I think what makes this mission all the more difficult is the fact that you only have Kasumi with you. You don't have your full party of 2 other responses.
Lay down your weapons.
No.
Look straight ahead. Going silent.
What did you tell your friends, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Yeah, I'm in a terrible position.
Even if you escape and scour the galaxy for you.
They're coming from the front. We've got company.
No, don't die. Do not die, Shepard.
Over there.
Like that.
Engaged.
Now to me.
Perhaps I underestimated Reeves' usefulness.
Careful, men. What the keeper pitching back? Head.
Gunship's back and with full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
There we go.
Do what you know.
Oh god.
Grab and cover.
Kasumi. Go, 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 go.
Got a clear shot. Here we go. Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart.
Sadly, even the mods can't fix Shepard only having these matured cutscenes.
Up ahead.
Now I know how to kill the gunship. Sit back and use biotics.
Going down.
You should have died in the warp. Now you die in pieces.
I realize me sitting back and warping Dominic and Hawk to death isn't exactly the most riveting gameplay.
Look right. Here they come. Going silent.
Oh no, you. Oh my god.
Here they come. Look right.
Taking cover!
No, that's not what I wanted.
Lay down your weapons.
Ha. Happy day. How much longer? Well, I ended my insanity run after a particularly harrowing trying to get through a particular bit of this. So I think after seeing this DLC, I'm gonna take call it a strictly no insanity.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Well, there is information in the green box that we don't want you to have. I mean, what? I don't know if he knows about that, but... Oh, you piece of shit. At least throw stuns up regardless of whether they're wearing shields or not.
Now you see me.
Here's hoping I don't have that bug. Moment of truth, ladies and gents.
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this,
saw a Reaper there.
The Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please. Kasumi. Destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiji's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
If it's that important to you, keep it. Just make sure you're ready to live with the consequences.
Yeah, I am. I'll stay off the grid. No one will know I exist. I think I want this. Thanks, Shepard.
Son of a bitch. Well, I guess that ends the stream because the game just hard locked. Alright. Well, I'll figure out a way to solve this next time. See you guys then.